We're going to begin this Wednesday morning in Manitoba, where the families of two Indigenous women murdered by an admitted serial killer are one step closer to finding answers. The provincial government has outlined a 5-stage plan to search a Winnipeg area landfill by hand for their remains. The search is expected to begin this summer. The remains of Morgan Harris and Mercedes Myron are believed to have been taken to the Prairie Green landfill after they were killed. The partial remains of a third victim, Rebecca Comtois, were found at a different landfill back in 2022. The families of the victims met with Premier Wab Kinew yesterday. They say the search is a major step forward.
They're going to start right away, hopefully by the end of summer or something. They're going to be working they can work right through winter, so it's good. So I'm really happy. My girl's happy. We'll get her home.
The sister of Mercedes Myron posted on Facebook yesterday as well, saying, "I fought so incredibly hard for this, and although it shouldn't have taken this long, I'm still so grateful that we are now doing it." Cameron McIntosh is in Winnipeg this morning with more on the victims and this planned search.
Excavation could begin as early as this month. The province says it has a plan to search the Prairie Green landfill north of Winnipeg for the remains of Mercedes Myron and Morgan Harris. Now, both women were killed in the spring of 2022, along with Rebecca Comtois and a fourth unidentified woman known only as Buffalo Woman. Jeremy Skibitsky has been on trial on 4 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of all 4 women. He's admitted to killing all 4 of them and disposing their remains in garbage bins, but says he's not criminally responsible. A judge will render a verdict next month. Now, while the province has been working on this plan, it has been quiet about it, so it wouldn't influence that trial. Now, the Premier is saying that an area of about 2 hectares has been identified to search, about 72,000 cubic meters, that will be excavated and searched by hand. The Premier is calling this an act of compassion for the families.
We have undertaken this out of respect for the families. The families have been put through so much and are just coming out of what I can only imagine was a very difficult 6-week trial period.
The federal government and the province have budgeted a combined $40 million for this search, and no one's expecting that it'll go quickly. It's expected that this could go through the summer, through the winter, and into next year. Cameron McIntosh, CBC News, Winnipeg.
As Cameron mentioned, searching the area will likely be a long process. Premier Kinew outlined the 5 stages yesterday. The first stage is already complete. That involves securing a budget and getting environmental approval. The next step will be to build facilities and to do a trial dig to see what workers will be dealing with. That will happen in a different area of the landfill, and that will start this month. Next, they'll hire workers and train them. Then they'll dig in a target area where they believe the remains of the women are most likely to be. The Premier says if that is unsuccessful, they will broaden the search.